Alright, now we're going in here, and then you'll
Oh,
speak to the
there you
NPC
are.
to pick up the quest.
Okay. We.
Hello everyone, how's it going? I don't know if I'm streaming quite yet. I'm trying to see. Should be. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Cool.
Finding Reaver's Refuge is easy. Let's see, looks like I'm not quite on the YouTubes yet either. Oh, there we go. Now streaming on YouTube. Alright, so you're going to want to go through the portal here.
Okay.
Go to speak to Turner Theer, or whoever that is. Hey everyone, we'll be getting started in just a second. I am helping someone out getting started here. Speak to Theer.
Yep.
And then you'll sort of get a quest. I have moved desks. Yes, it is time for our semi-regular. Hey, let's shift desks around in
Okay.
the office thing. So I have a new backdrop for you guys. I actually think it's kind of a
Woo!
nice one. I buy a window here. I put up some old DDO promo posters behind me. Got the old dragon logo, House P, Iron Reaver or Iron Reaver, whatever, Ice Reaver,
Alrighty.
Spider, that sort of thing.
Whee!
So. Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDOstream and youtube.com/dungeonsanddragons/live. Thanks for joining me. We are live every Wednesday starting at noon Eastern. I'm also live every Friday starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, and you can find our full Twitch schedule on twitch.tv/DDOstream. With me today is someone new to the DDO team. I wanted to say hello to our newest, it's an intern actually, by the name of Amanda. How you doing?
Hi.
Yes, we have more than one Amanda now. So you just started here with the DDO QA team, right? The QA
Yep.
intern. All right. So tell me a little bit. How
I
did that happen? How did that work out for you?
um basically I was wrapping up my degree at RIT for game design and development.
And what's
I
RIT?
Rochester Institute of Technology.
Oh, okay. Like in New York.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Um Basically I just applied for jobs nonstop, and then I found this one and I was very interested because I've played Pathfinder and D&D for about 4 years and applied.
Cool. All right. And so tell me a little bit about what your expectations are here. What do they tell you you're going to be doing here?
Basically, just have a brand new experience, get my foot in the door in the game industry, and make connections, make friends, and go right in, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, very cool. And so really, I'm just sort of throwing you in the fire here today, just to sort of one introduce folks because I know our community here likes to get to know some of the people on the team. But I thought it would also just be kind of a fun thing to have someone
Yeah.
to join me on the stream today. So I should mention that you have played some DDO, but you're not exactly an expert at the game at this point. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's why,
There you
for
go.
example, trying to get let me just say this. If you have an iconic, but you're not in a guild, and you don't have the Hall of Heroes passport, and you haven't run Beyond the Rift, it's not the easiest to get back into Eberron. I think
Yeah.
we had to work that one out there. And then we had to, of course, what am I doing on a very first live stream? I'm throwing her into Reaver's Reach. Or Reaver's Refuge. So I'm a cruel taskmaster, that's for sure. So we're going to want to speak to Alsa Craix's Valley, or to the Rosen, and then to go through the portal here.
Okay.
I'm on Orion, by the way, for those who don't know, and I also want to say hello to Arian, Borax, Simseal,
Ooh.
and Kohave for joining me here this week. I really appreciate it. And also want to thank you guys all in chat for joining us as well. We would love to get your questions. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't answer them, then, well, I won't. And I'll just tell you, sorry, can't answer that right now. But if we can, we'll let you know. I should let you know that we do have, starting on Thursday, our DDO bonus days this week is a +2 loot boost. So that'll raise the level of the chest by 2. So, for example, if you're in a level 10 quest on normal, it's level 10 chests by default. This will make it a level 12 chest by default. And there are ways, you can boost that on top, like this will stack with loot boost potions and things like that. So it stacks with all of their sources of loot boost. Our current loot tables go up to 40. So technically, if you run a level 31 raid on Epic Elite and have a treasure hunters thing and do the chest blessing and have a +2 loot boost pot going, you might be able to hit 41, which means you're not going to technically get that extra level of loot. But I don't know how many of you out there that are actually going to hit that theoretical maximum. But just wanted to let you know, in case you are one of those people. But you can still hit 40 and max the tables out, and that's pretty cool. So, as some people have noticed as well, we do have Treasure Hunters elixirs on the way. They accidentally got published in the DDO store for a little while, and then we had to get rid of them. But we have been talking a little bit about how that's going to work as well. And those will be coming, I believe, with update 30. What those are going to do is increase the chance to get a lucky roll. When you hit a chest, there's sort of a roll behind the scenes to determine what kind of loot you get. And there's a chance you can get super lucky stuff. Increased properties on your items and things like that. And this will allow you to increase that opportunity. And it does stack with the loot boost potion, so you could both increase the level of the chest and increase your chance to get the good stuff. So that'll be something to look forward to in Update 30. You'll probably see them on the Mania. If you happen to have one in your inventory now because you jumped on the chance after seeing it on the forums and that, go for it. It's currently functional and works. Well, at least we think it works. I mean, the reason we didn't publish it is because it hasn't technically been QA tested yet. So, oops. But it should work. As far as I know, there's no reason to believe it doesn't. So, and that's like one of the things you'll be doing, right?
Mhm.
Sort of like, hey, I need you to do this checklist. So, like, can you tell me a little bit what kind of sort of things have you done so far? Have you had the opportunity to do much in the way of QA testing?
Um, yeah, it's definitely been very interesting so far. Basically, what I do is I go over all the dev problems that are going on. They're like, "Hey, we have this bug. Please test this." And then we also get player bugs as well. So when you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in this one location. Please help me." Basically, I just go through the steps and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can get stuck here." So it's definitely been an awesome experience so far. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see. Let me check my chat while we're just getting started here.
Hmm.
Should have started with Enter the Kobold. We did that last week. Let's see. Jane 1973 says, "Wait, new and running with Jerry? Huh? Yeah, this is not the best idea in the world, huh? But hey, death is all part of the QA experience as well. So if you're not dying a whole bunch, then you're not in a live stream with me. Let's see. A dragon fight, nice rite of passage, indeed. Jerry, what's the T-shirt? This T-shirt is for our upcoming mobile game called Batman: Arkham Underworld, and it's currently in sort of some state of beta. We do have our website up for those who want to sign up to get more information about it. I believe that's just Batman Arkham Underworld or ArkhamUnderworld.com, so you can go check that out if you want to. It's not live yet, but the website is, and it has been officially announced and stuff. So you could find out a little bit more about that. It's one of our upcoming mobile titles that we're working on. Am I counting the guild loot boost in the max chest sort of roll? Yes. That includes the top is what the currently do. You can get up to +8 right now because you do 2 for the loot boost, 1 from the guild bonus, 1 from the chest bless, +2 loot weekend. And I'm sure there's something else I can't remember right now. But you can get it up to 41 technically. So, let's see. Buffering issues. It could be I have switched my desk. I don't know if IT has given me the Uber pipeline, as it might be called. In case you might not imagine, or in case I'm sure you can imagine, I tend to suck up the bandwidth when I live stream like this, and so QA gives me a bit of an exception to say, hey, you can do so. And I don't know that they've done it on my new desk yet. So let me know if it's really bad for folks. I can try to drop one of my windows or something and use a little less bandwidth. Drop my visual. So you were saying a little bit earlier when we were talking a little bit yesterday or so ahead of
Mhm.
this that you've actually had the opportunity to what do some kind of teaching of others, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I was part of two separate camps as an instructor. One was ID Tech, and I taught at the University of Michigan and Cleveland, Ohio, and basically taught kids from roughly 8 to 17 how to make games and program. And I did that for another camp that was at our college called Kids on Campus, and
Cool.
that has been a really cool experience.
So like what kind of so do you have I guess what might be termed some coding experience, that kind of thing? How's that work?
Absolutely. Definitely some strong Java experience, even though it's not really used that much in games. C sharp, C++, but it's not my strongest,
Yep.
but and web development as well with CSS and HTML.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
I may have to get you working on DDO.com a little bit.
That would be awesome.
I
Oh,
know a little HTML, but in terms of sort of doing full website CSS pages, I'm one of those WYSIWYG sort of folks. Can I drag it? Yeah, I can do that. So, well, that's cool. So, what are you? I mean, in a perfect world here, let's just assume that every employer of every video game studio is watching right now. What do you want to? What would you ideally like to be doing in the games industry?
um, I would really like to either be a user interface artist. I do like quality assurance, so I'm okay with doing that too. I web development. I'm really open to my options actually.
Cool, cool. Let's see. Someone says, "I want a new DDO made with Unreal 4." Okay, yeah, sure. We'll get right on that. No, sorry. That's probably a little beyond the scope of possibility. Let's see. Who's what character here? Okay, I am Mock Duck, and Amanda here is Vina Payne. And this is a character, in case, you're trying to judge DPS and such. She rolled up this character like 20 minutes ago. So, you know.
Whoops.
Yeah. No, no, it's perfectly fine. I told you to do it. But, so you're not exactly geared out with raid gear and all the rest. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right. People are overall saying that their refresh rate and lag and that's working okay. So I think we're probably okay on Twitch. I'm Peter823. Who's the special guest? For those of you just joining us now, this is Amanda. She is a quality
Hi.
assurance intern here. Just started with the DDO team just a little bit ago. And we're running Prey on the Hunter. This is a quest in Reaver's Refuge, which you can access in the marketplace. It's at one point, it was a pretty popular series of quests for XP, leveling, and even armor. This caps out, this is where you get your dragon touched armor, and it caps out around level 17 on normal, so 17, 18, 19. Back when the level range was 20 in that, or level cap was 20, it tended to be moderately popular in that, and because there was some good XP in that, people ran it quite a bit. Nowadays, this pack has sort of not seen a lot of love in recent last couple of years. The Dragon Touched armor has kind of been outclassed by some other armor in the game, so people do run it, certainly for XP and such, but overall it's not quite the most popular chain anymore, which is why I'm running it here, because someone said, hey, that one never gets run on the live stream. Let's run that. So I was like, yeah, sure. I actually really enjoyed this quest chain. These quests tend to be a little tricky. Each one of them has its own sort of thing that makes it special. Enter the Kobold is easy until the end, in which case you just get smacked around, which you can actually see on last week's live stream. Today is we're in a place called Alcicraix's Valley. It's called Prey on the Hunter, and besides having sort of a dragon fight at the end, it's got some interesting mechanics which you'll find out about shortly. One of the mechanics we're actually seeing here right now, which is we're kind of running around this area trying to find the gates. There's basically these walls of ice that we need to break through to get to the next section of the map. And one way you can get through them, if you have like Comet Fall or something, that works. But one way you can do it is to actually lure one of these giants that keep spawning to you, and then have them smash through the wall. And that's how you can get in. You can also find, you need to find like pits in that too. So it's kind of like an icy maze in some ways. And then there is an actual maze at the end part that we'll know about in just a little bit. Does anyone need help to jump down yet? Arian Simseal, you coming over here? There we go. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving someone behind. Yep.
Um, I'm just sort of looking right now.
Yep. Cool, you're with us.
Yep.
Titan asks, any details on the day-long live stream on the anniversary? Not much in the way of details. I can tell you, yes, I am doing it. I'm trying to decide whether I should go that Monday or that Friday. I haven't really decided yet which way I'm going to go. I'm thinking Friday just because Fridays are fun, and it's a great day to do a day-long live stream because we're all slacking off at work, right? So that would be probably the best day to do it. But it's possible it could be Monday. Technically, our anniversary falls on a Sunday, and since I want to have like a bunch of devs on and things like that, it's a lot easier to do when people are in the office. So, so we'll probably end up doing it. I'm assuming that Friday, but we'll see what happens. So that'd be the 26th of February. And yeah, basically, I mean, all I really can tell you is, yeah, day-long live stream. So something along the lines of probably when I get into the office earlier than usual, because I don't. We're not really 9 to 5ers here. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. I mean, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, so I'll probably do something like around 9 to 9, something like that. That's my tentative plan. But I'm open to your guys' suggestions as well. What I'll be doing is probably hopping to every one of the servers, doing some events, giveaways, trivia. I'm going to have devs stop by, say hello, both past and present. I'm like Eladrin is still around, that sort of thing, and working on a different project at the moment. But, I'll bring in these folks and have them say hello and all the rest too. So that'll be cool. I'm leading the poll of what? Deaths? Probably. Will Lamania be up in the next week or two? I'm going to say probably not. Maybe? If we're looking at end of 2 weeks, it's possible. But I don't know. We're actually isn't Amanda, don't we have a meeting on that today? Isn't that what you were just talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a meeting at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So, ask me later? Yeah. So, I mean, certainly not in the next week, though. We're not going to be ready to do this in the next week. But potentially on the tail end of 2 weeks-ish probably seems like we're going to be getting in the ballpark. That's about the best sort of semi-advice I can give right now. No, sorry, Squeak of Doom actually moved on to a different game studio over the years. Who dies more, Jerry, Kobold, or Amanda?
Probably
Just so you,
me.
no, I'm beating you with 4 votes. So, and it's probably accurate. There was a players' council thread which was started by one of our more less sort of hardcore players' council members saying, how often do people die? They're just kind of curious and all that. And people were like, yeah, people died too much in this game. And I was like, well, if I didn't die in this game, nobody'd watch my live stream. So,
Nobody's perfect.
yeah. I'm notoriously casual about death in DDO. And it's not just an OC, like, since I've started working here, I've always been that way. This is the wrong way. I think we're turning around, basically going the south, right?
Hmm. It seems like it.
Yep. I mean, part of it is I'm the multitasker here. You know, I'm trying to keep an eye on chat and keep you guys entertained and la di da di da. And so I sometimes tend to pay less attention to things like how often am I getting hit. I never claimed to be the best player in the world. Second best, maybe. No, I'm kidding. No, I think I've said this before, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I am a solid 6-ish, maybe 7, depending on how much I'm paying attention. Yes, I have been playing for 10 years. But if you think I'm bad at DDO, you should see me playing a first-person shooter. Yeah.
I'm okay at those. Not too good, but okay.
Nice. I mean, back in the day, I used to play a bunch of like Quake 2, original OG Counter Strike, that sort of thing. But I played some Gotham City Imposters, fine Warner Brothers product, when that came out. I actually did some community work for their website for a while, and really enjoyed that too. But I'm just not very competitive when it comes to like sort of first-person shooter style games. So what kind of games? You said you played some both some Pathfinder and D&D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roughly for about 4 years or so. I like a little bit of everything, honestly, when it comes to games. I like horror games. I like indie games. You name it, I will probably play it.
Cool.
Hmm.
And you've got some MMO experience as well.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Yep. So I can't remember. Had you played DDO prior to starting here?
Hilariously enough, when I sent the application out, I immediately started playing as soon as I sent it out.
Oh, sure,
I've
sure.
played
Yep.
MMOs in the past, but it's been quite a while.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I feel like with my experience in Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, it really, really helped me out a lot. Um, and I have a player character on I think it's Arganessen, and she's at level 5, but I haven't really touched her since I got here, sadly.
Nice. Yep. Yep. Cool.
Hmm.
Let me see. What do you guys hit me up with some questions, folks? Let's see. Do we bring out something like the jeweler's kit, but it unbinds bound to character items? I mean, we could theoretically do something like that. I think that we have historically deliberately kept the bind state of properties. I mean, we did introduce bound to character on equip, along with the auction house, your Astral Shard auction house, to allow for people to trade, to give us the flexibility of having both bound and auctionable items. So I don't know that we would really want to just open the floodgates of saying now everything can be unbound. But it's if there was enough demand from the community for that, it is something we could potentially do. All right, we need to get moving here. Which ways have we not gone? It's a little hard on this map, right? Because you get kind of lost. There we go.
Oh,
Z332 says, "Do we have a status update on bringing bundles back to the store?" No, other than it is in our first planned patch for the new DDO store. I know that we're working with one of our partners who runs that store along with us to get that patch prepared, but I don't know what the current status of it is. So all I can really give you is sort of the sort of soon statement, but it is going to be next. I can tell you that much. So whenever we do have our next store update, it should be in there.
mhm. I can definitely see why so many people get lost on this map.
Oh
Everything
yeah,
looks the same.
I know, I know. This is a tricky one for sure. Yep. All right. We need to go down
Uh,
this way. Here we go. Nice.
oh, cool.
All right, we are where we need to be. So get folks here. All right, cool. Has anyone found a
Cool.
fix, Psychomagi asks, or is a fix announced for the Eldritch Blast pause pre-shooting and how it interrupts spellcasting for
Hmm.
locks? Um, the Eldritch Blast pause pre-shooting. That one I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sorry. I would need more information on that one. I don't know.
Oh, wee.
So basically, are you saying that if you... Well, no, I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean, if you hit the button, it should shoot. So, I guess I need more
Ooh.
detail. Sorry. Any more news about the next classic adventure? No. Sorry. Can't talk about that yet. It is still in the approvals process. But we can tell you we have a plan. Internally, we've got a name and we're working on one. That's the best I can tell you. Sorry.
Ooh. Hello there.
Alright, so we need to get this ice broken.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose anyone has Comet Fall.
Mm-mm.
So I get together, so we're not so spread out here. That way they can attack us. Any news on gnomes? Sure. What do you want to know about gnomes? Gnomes are cool. We've
Mm-hmm.
got the regular gnome is basically, other than I believe, still some QA work, all ready to
Yep.
go. And Deep Gnome is coming along, and it's still on track for update 30. And that should be coming too. The Deep Gnome will be our iconic gnome. I can tell you the Players Council, which I guess I could talk about in a little bit here, is seeing both the enhancement trees right now, giving us some feedback on that, and they'll be up for Lamania, if not first, but then pretty darn soon. So there you go. You can still see the concept art that's out there, and yeah, I don't know. Should be ready to go for update 30.
Woo.
Are we ever going to see an end to the Droam series and possibly a saga? I don't know. We don't have any immediate plans that I'm aware of to. Yeah, we don't really have any. I mean, we're going to be focusing largely on new content rather than epifying adventure packs. And we're going to be focusing more on the Forgotten Realms this year, mostly because we sort of ignored the Forgotten Realms last year. So that that I guess you could say is our plan. So in that regard, I think it will be a challenge to fit in, say, a Droam pack this year. But we'll see what happens. Again, a lot of this is determined by what people want. So if we hear a lot of demand for an end to the Droam pack, it's something we could maybe put on our agenda. You're right, Draculetta. Gnomegeddon is coming.
I will say they are adorable. They are so adorably small.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
love
cute.
it.
Nice. And they do have some unique like beards and stuff too. They've got
Hmm.
some unique looks. I guess we could say that. So Banshee Kate is trying to tell you a little bit more about the Warlock thing. Target enemy, hit a button, delay, delay, then shooting begins. So that is, I mean, they do have a charge animation. It Warlocks do have to charge up their Eldritch Blast, and that is by design. If there's something that's further not working regarding that, then that's something we can look into, or maybe folks already know and I just don't. But my understanding, I mean, they're supposed to be like, so it does take, there is a charging time there. So yeah, when you hit the button, certainly initially you are going to see a little delay, and that's by design on the Eldritch Blast. Is Cookie Kobold still our Lamania coordinator? Yes, I believe that is true.
Oh.
How do the medium and large Jewels of Fortune work? Medium says plus 10 to loot rolls, large says plus 15. Okay, so that's in the known issues. The medium and large Jewels of Fortune work like they usually did, plus 1, plus 2 to the level of the chest. What you're seeing, though, is the text description of the Treasure Hunter's elixirs, and that is what's going to add a plus 10 or plus 15 to your roll to determine whether you get lucky loot. So that's what you're seeing there. Are the gnome stats going to be the same as D&D? Basically, yes. Gnomes have not always been consistent from edition to edition, so it depends on what edition you're talking about. But yes, in general. The Droim series does. I mean, I guess it. I'm trying to remember my lore on it, but it kind of wraps up. I mean, I guess one of the things that we would be a third arc would be something like us going to Droam, perhaps. Take the battle home. But we do fight off the Droam invasion in that arc, so I'm not sure that it would be accurate to say that there isn't an end to the story. All right, here's the maze section. Enjoy.
Oh goodness.
My best advice is to follow left of the wall and just kind of keep going and see what happens.
Casually following you. Just very casually.
So basically, and I guess if you've read Stephen King's The Shining, you know this, but one option for mazes like this, or mazes in general, is you follow a wall. Pick a wall, left or right, and then just kind of keep following it along. And as long as you do that, you will eventually get to the end of the maze.
Hopefully we won't get the same ending as
The Shining?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my halfling doesn't quite look like Jack Nicholson, so he's, he has that going for him. All right, yeah, it looks like outer is the way to go.
Cool.
So outer to the left, you'll work your way around. So while this is happening, this dragon is taking damage, and we need to try to protect it. So we need to get there as soon as we can.
Oh, uh-oh. There we go.
Let's see. I want to wait for the group.
Okay. Cool.
You're true. I guess that's right. The hag, which was one of the Sora Katra hags. So I mean, very large Varan, infamous enemy. So yeah, you don't kill her. She does run away, but yeah. All right, just run past. We're jumping down.
Yep. Whee! Ooh. There we go. Oh,
Elser
hi.
KX is at about 60%. Focus on the giant raiders. Kill them.
Yep. Oh gosh.
Yeah, the maze isn't too difficult. It can be a little challenging though, because on the higher difficulties, Elser KX will actually take more damage, and so it is possible to for her to die, and if she dies, then you fail. So you do have to be careful about that.
Oh my god. Dragon. Mr. Dragon, sir. Please
Yeah,
leave
don't
me
fight.
alone.
Just don't fight the dragon right now. We need to take care of these giants.
Oh. Oh. That's not good. Oh. Oh no. Wah, wah.
Hey, no problem. You're our first death this live stream, I think. Not bad though for first run. Hey, Simmer Arian, can you get
Oh.
Vina Paint up?
You guys are very nice. Thank you.
If you guys are not attacking Cal Jarne, please come over here and whack on him. We need to take him out.
Oh. Yes. Thank you, whoever did that. Ooh.
Great.
Ooh. No, why are you running away from me? Come back here. Ooh. There we go.
Sweet. All right. Good deal.
Yay!
Nicely done, everyone.
Cool. Woohoo! Thank you to whoever resurrected me. That's awesome.
Are we going to make a pet-like cat owlbear that can be bought in the store? We do have creature companion owlbears, as a matter of fact, and you can find them in the store. Ooh, got the toothpick. Nice. Actually, I guess everyone gets that. Never mind. Nicely done.
Woo! Awesome. are the others doing right now? Ah, I see.
Yep. All right, we're done with that quest, so you can exit on
Cool.
out. I'm going to try to kill a few windows on my end to see if that helps with the lag a little bit. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to, I've got a stream going, a Skype going, and all the rest, so it might be might be pushing things a little. All right. So double recall. You can hit recall again and pick up your end
Yep.
reward. So anyway, I did mention the Players Council. I sent out invitations on Friday to the 60 members we're inviting to the Players Council, and they've been getting back to me in recent days. And as they've been getting back to me, I've been adding them to our Players Council roster. Goal is by the end of the week to get that full list out to everybody on the forum, so you know who's on this year's Players Council. Should be done Thursday or Friday. I'm just waiting. I want to basically do it in one big long list, so I'm waiting on a few more folks yet to get back to me. But so far, I've heard back from most of the people on the Players Council. If you're on the Players Council, you're welcome to say that you are. No one's saying you can't. Just, but the official list will be going out a little bit later this week, probably Friday, Thursday. Tomorrow, if I can get to it, I'm going to basically check to see, and when I've heard back from all but a couple of people, then I'll publish the list and then add to it as I need to later. So, but yeah, we've got about 60 folks on this year's Players Council. Like I said, they're already taking a look at the gnome enhancement trees, giving us some feedback on their own sort of subjects of importance to them, some things like that. So, congrats to everyone who made it, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. I couldn't. As you know, third year in a row, I've had 300 plus applications. So, you guys are interested. And I couldn't bring all 300 of you in. 340 some it was. So. Mine's showcasing the new cosmetic pets. I don't mind at all. That's a great idea, as a matter of fact. We, as of this past weekend, we stealth debuted the pit fiend creature companion called the Fiendling. And they're there. We've got new tricks and creature companions. I will say we did have to temporarily unpublish the magma creature companion this morning. And the reason for that is we discovered that it was bound to account rather than unbound. So people who were purchasing them for their friends or whatever weren't able to trade it to them. If that's you, get in touch with customer service. We'll get you a refund or whatever. And for those who we're trying to basically work through the thoughts right now about, well, should we publish it bound to account? For those who just want to buy it, right, for themselves. But then depends how many customer service calls we're getting. So. We'll have more information about that soon. But here we go. The Shadow Fiendling creature companion is right here. And where'd the other one go? There we go. The regular Fiendling creature companion is right here. Yep. And they're available in the DDO store permanently as of now. I will say as well that I have a new creature companion that I'll be giving away within the next few weeks here. I was actually thinking about giving one or two away this Friday. And that's going to be a special community creature companion that we're giving out for the anniversary and things like that. Starting to give it out for the anniversary. I'm keeping the wraps on what it is yet, but it's funny. It's a bit of a joke creature companion, so be prepared. But it is something I'm giving out for free throughout the month here in February, and I'll have contests on the forums and social media and in-game and all that sort of thing. So if you really want one, I'm sure I can help you out. Also, we do have another creature companion coming, I believe, with around update 30, and we'll have more information about that as we get closer to it. So, yeah, creature companions are rolling in. Pretty cool stuff. New items on the Remnants list blocks. Okay. We'll work on that. I don't know that we have any immediate plans to add to the Remnants list, but it's something that when we're looking at new items and new consumables and things like that, well, where we're going to put it, that's currently towards the top of the list of options for us. So. Let's see. What else? Let me back through our chat, see if there's anything I didn't mention that I should. So what are you working on right now there, Amanda?
Um, Basically just kind of testing out gnomes, finalizing them, making sure their enhancements, their animations are all good. Basically just going through player bugs. We just got a huge batch of them. I think it was a couple days ago. Um, just going through the motions, I guess.
Player bugs. Wait a second. People read player bugs? Yes,
Yes.
they do.
Yes,
As a
they
matter of
do.
fact, you do. Along with everyone. Kokomo Jobo, Cookie Kobold, and John. So,
Yep.
who I don't think actually has a forum name because he doesn't use the forums. but
I don't think I have a forum name either,
no, you don't
but
yet. That's why I called you Amanda. But we'll have to get one here for you. So,
yep.
yep. Let's see. Yeah, the feelings are pretty cute. That's been on high on the list of player requests pretty much ever since we debuted them. Can we have an Eritrico's pit fiend creature companion? And so it was like when we were getting ready for what should we debut ahead of our 10th anniversary and all the rest, pit fiend was a natural choice. So we're able to get that one done. And I know some folks like Evenote and Bonnie Bew and Grimord and that squeed this past weekend, so that was always great to see as well. Yep. Just a quick note, I am going to get you guys some Turbine Point codes in-game later on this afternoon. I'll mail those out a little bit later on this afternoon for you, too. I don't think I really have time to run Monastery of the Scorpion, so I'll probably either run that on Friday or something like that. So, let's see. Are gnomes shorter than halflings? No, they're not.
They're close.
Yeah, they're
They're
close,
close.
but it's about the same. Yeah. Gnome dance. Yes, I have seen the two new gnome dances. I'm not going to spoil them here, but they are awesome. So that's. I was actually saying. I was talking to someone the other day. I was like, the very first thing people do, they're going to make a gnome, and then they're going to go into the world, and then they're going to type slash dance, because you gotta know, right? I mean, it's important to know these things. Let's see. Remnants need to drop more often for solo players. The chance of remnants dropping does not change based on the number of people in the party. By default, if you have more people in the group, the odds of you killing more things, more quickly, will mean you'll probably get more remnants, but it's the same percentage proc chance every time a champion dies. So whether you kill it or a party member kills it or whatever, the chance itself does not improve with a party member. Just simply your ability to kill more faster goes up with a party. So they do. They drop just as often for solo players as everyone else. All right. I don't know. Let's see. What else can we
Aw.
wrap things up here before we call it a live stream? So
I'm kind of honored. In the polls, I got no votes.
you got no votes?
I got no votes.
And you were the only one who died, as a matter of fact, I think.
Yeah.
So, but that's
Yeah,
just
I
because
agree.
I got lucky. So you were soloing you were going toe to toe on a brand quick roll character, those frost
Yep.
giants. So hey, that'll happen.
I didn't
So
do too bad though.
yep.
I did pretty good.
Gnome paladin, yeah, sure, you could do gnome paladin. I would imagine gnomes will be good for quite a few classes. It would be a very intelligent choice to choose a gnome. Let's see. Do gnomes have their own sounds too? I believe so, right? They have like their own attack sounds, that sort of thing. I
I'm
think.
pretty sure.
Yeah. All right. I haven't actually heard them yet, but I would assume so. So if you need to know how to get out of Reaver's Refuge, you go up to the giant tier, and then you get fly, and then you fly up to the ceiling, and that's how you do it.
Hmm.
Or you can go onto your guild airship or something if you need to.
Whoa! Oh goodness. There we go.
I'm just going to see if I have any further questions. Otherwise, we'll probably wrap it up just a few minutes early. Amanda, I really appreciate you joining me on the live stream here, being
Well,
willing
thank
to,
you
to
so
run the
much.
gauntlet with us and do pretty well there. So, congratulations on your internship here on the DDO
Thank you.
team, and I hope you have a really fun time.
I already am.
Oh,
So.
yeah. Yeah. QA is a fun group of people to hang out with for sure.
Mhm.
Oh, because I failed my guarding duties, that's why I didn't die? Yeah, you're probably right. ETA for how soon Magma Fiends will be back in the store. Don't know yet. Like I say, there's we got a bunch of customer service sort of calls on it, just overnight since they debuted, saying, "Hey, I tried to buy one for my friend and now I can't." And clearly, that's not something we want. So we temporarily pulled it while we looked at what we should do. Um, but I know there's also some of you who are just want to buy it for yourself, and so it doesn't matter if it's bound to account for you guys. And so there's a chance we might bring it back with some kind of note in the store saying, "Hey," but otherwise it'll be update 30. We'll have them in for update 30. We're going to have to fix the item itself. That's not something like the store team can flip a switch and fix or whatever. It's in the game code, so we'll have to remove the binding status of it. All right, thank you very much for joining me on the weekly Wednesday at lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDOstream and youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons/live. 4 o'clock today, we have got DDO as she has played. Quick schedule change as well. Titan is going to be streaming DDO. I don't know if he's starting this Wednesday or next Wednesday, but Wednesdays starting at 8, I think, Titan, right? 8 o'clock. We also have Thursday, Muskram Argo. Friday, Pikers Anonymous. I'll be back Fridays at 5 o'clock. Bitsy and Matson was last weekend, but she's every other Saturday, starting at 9. And I want to debut a new show. Is going to be coming this Sunday night on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Brazilian player is got in touch with me and said, "Hey, we want to do something in the Brazilian Portuguese language for the Brazilians out there." And as you know, some of you veteran DDO players know, we have a real strong Brazilian contingent in DDO. So it's great to have a show for that community as well. And that's going to start at 10 o'clock Eastern on twitch.tv/DDOstream every Sunday. So it is in the Brazilian Portuguese language, and if you are a Brazil player, this is the show for you. And if you don't speak it and you just want to have fun, just like we do for DDOPL on Tuesdays and that for the Polish folks, you can just join in and have fun anyway. Yes, 8 o'clock, Titan says. Thanks. And we'll see you again soon. Have fun.
Bye.